Hi guys, i-share ko lang tong live natin guys. Sana ako gwapo. Sarap pa pala ako. May motor ko eh. Dating gawi guys, energy lang. Hindi tayo magra-rise. Sabay nod ng food ever review show.
Tonight I'm going to be sleeping in a place that costs under $10. We'll drop thousands on high-end hotels and fine dining. This warm smells intensely of Indian spices. Here, street food costs as little as $1. And check out for $1 you can get both
Hoy, lahat tayo.
and charity kitchen serve hot meals.
Anong ibig mong sabihin na
Impossible, but they made
lahat tayo?
In this ultimate Mumbai food series,
Jan, Sin.
exploring the extremes of India's
Joke lang.
incredible wok-tossing skills.
Joke lang.
Kids love this man. From Mumbai's
Hindi na ako nag-rise pag gabi. Energy lang. Para maniwala kayo guys. Energy. Vanilla flavor. Jansin sa Gandoy. Shout out sa'yo. At kay Mark San Juan. Shout out din sa'yo. Hahaha. Mark Jan. Tanahol Pogi. Ano, papalakpak na yung pera. Ito lang yung buhay ko dito guys. Pagkatapos ng work.
Deal. Let's get to work. My guy, action. Here we go. Step one, you take all the potatoes and put them
Tapos
into the
maligo,
potato
nood ng
peeling
ano.
machine. Oh my lord, this potato peeler, I've never seen anything
Nung
like it.
movie,
It's a
ganun.
giant industrial-sized potato peeler. Gone are the days of
Oh,
having
para
to peel
kumain.
potatoes by hand. I need to get one of these for my house.
Ito
But
nyo
now
lang,
that the
guys.
potatoes have peeled, we're gonna open this tiny trap
Oh,
door
pumayat
to
na ako.
release them back into the world. Come,
Yung
make
dating
it into the world,
97
my
niya,
little
ano.
beautiful potatoes. Now
Ayan.
this here is a giant pot. After
Yung
they're
dating
peeled,
97 ni naging ano na lang.
they're gonna boil for about 45 minutes until they become
93.
nice and soft. Now this pot is full of at least 211 pounds of potatoes. While we're working on the filling, we're also going to get started on the samosa wrapper.
Sa Isabela ko, Mark San Juan.
Like Punjabi wrappers, samosa wrappers. Backing up a moment behind me here, a big basin.
Pero yung talagang ano,
Here we have refined
sa
all-purpose
taga
wheat
Quirino.
flour.
Ako. Dito lang ako trabaho sa Isabela.
Now he ladles in hot, steamy ghee, mixing it with that flour. After the ghee, he ladles in some water. From here, he risks his life putting in a rod of steel that could potentially get caught in the mixer. But he does it all for the glory of the samosa. Finally,
Mas pumayat ako nung ano nasa Quirino ako.
the next step.
Mga kinakain kasi. Baga dito sa city kasi, mga drinks, coke, ganun, juice. Sa probinsya namin, buko juice. Sure, purong buko juice yung ininom namin. Punta ka lang sa likod ng bahay, ganun, may buko na. May anak na din Mark San Juan, babae. Ninong ka.
Now our beautiful uniform stack of wrappers is complete.
Now we'll head back to our potatoes and transfer them to the next step.
So after boiling, our potatoes are going inside of here into the potato mixer. The next step in seasoning our potatoes is to put on a lot of delicious.
Hindi lang jowa, baga asawa na
Right
din.
here we have the main special masala blend. It is
Pakita ko ba yung ano?
sludge, just
Ano
absolutely
pakita dito?
full of concentrated flavor. Now, okay, he said less. How about that? Just a little bit. Again, this is pure concentrated flavor. Let's give it a shot. Oh, it's really good. I'm also glad I just took a little bit because even that was overpowering. It's oily,
Yan siya.
insanely spicy. I taste
Kita ba?
turmeric, I taste cumin,
Oh,
I
diba?
taste a lot of chili powder for some reason. Oh my God.
Ay,
It's
tingnan mo
like
yung ilong.
Indian fireworks down my throat trying to put our
Kuha-kuha, diba?
seasonings with the potatoes. Next, he dumps in some roasted nuts. Finally, they turn on the machine. It's time to bring all those wonderful flavors together. Ooh, and
Baby
now
girl,
he's
guys.
adding some fresh cilantro to the mix.
After the potatoes and masala have been married, both the filling and the wrappers are transferred to this guy.
We've moved on to what is perhaps the only
Bawal
part of
na.
the process that doesn't use machines. This is something that needs to be done by hand. Although, can I tell you something? This guy right here.
Bawal na tayong mga liwa.
My guy. You just know what I'm saying. But it was a compliment. Let's talk about the handiwork here. He starts by picking up the wrapper. Then he gets a little bit of water. He rolls it into a cone. Then he stuffs the potato inside. He takes a little bit more water. He seals it shut. And then he throws it in the basket right here, ready to fry in a short time. I'm very impressed. First of all, I'm surprised at how just a little bit of water really makes that wrapper stick together. Okay, hold on. I gotta time this. And start. 1, 2, 3, 4,
Yes, cute.
5, 6. Oh my God.
Nagmana
6.
sa ano,
Like 10 per minute.
ina niya dyan.
Make the job last longer. That's what we do in America. That's like baking. So after the samosa stuffing, all of this here is ready to head to the fryer. Let's move. Now that we've seen how the filling
Walang
is made,
bahay.
how the wrapper is made, and how
Meron.
it's put together, it is time for
Walang
the
gumawa.
crucial step of making a
Ay,
samosa,
kasama ko pala yung
and that
misis
is
ko.
frying. Starting
Kaming
with
dalawa
the
gumawa.
oil. Right here we have a giant canister full of fresh, never before used oil. 3x3, he tosses
bawal.
into this insanely hot golden oil. This is the absolute best.
Ayaw kong makaraba.
These gets fried for
Babae pa naman yung baby ko.
so it's going to be super crunchy on the outside and steamy hot on the inside. So while that is frying, I'm here with the owner.
Marunong tayong magmahal ng isa lang.
Question is, what is
Huwag
the
tayong
difference
mangangabit.
between a good samosa and a bad samosa?
Bad samosa is
Puso ang
kept in
karma.
lot of oil, but good samosa is
Sige ka.
oilless.
To be oilless, what it means is you have to get the oil to that perfect temperature before you put the samosa in the
Okay.
oil. What else
Ibutas
makes
yung
a
short clip.
bad samosa?
Bad samosa is not hygienic and potato is not good. But this samosa is very good because the potato is also good.
I love this man's confidence and also, might I say, his passion. Thank you. Our samosa chariot awaits. After 20 minutes, these samosas are looking incredible, golden, brown, crispy. They're all floating to the top, and it's time to remove them from the fryer. All right, folks, we have been to the factory, but now it's actually time to try the final product, samosas. Right now, I have 3 samosa options in front of me. Let's talk about it. First, this. They have 2 different types of samosas here. The normal one that we saw, and one named for the Jain people. The Jain people are people who have their own unique diet. Here's how it works. First, the Jains do not consume meat, fish, poultry, or eggs. So I get it. It's kind of like being vegetarian. Easy. No, they exclude root vegetables from their diet. So they do not eat onions, garlic, potatoes, carrots, or radishes. That is
Yes,
wild.
isa lang
What are you
talaga.
left with? Well, this samosa right here is stuffed with raw banana.
Bawal tayo
So how's it going to taste? I
mag-timer.
really have no idea. Let's go. I definitely taste hints of banana, but it's very spiced. I mean, they still have that heavy masala blend in there. It's got peas. Different from potato, not overly sweet, not super obviously a banana, but something I've not really had before. So that is the Jain samosa. But I'm here for this. Right here we have the classic samosa. A very common way to eat this is for people to put it in some pao or a bread bun. Now I want to show you that, but I'm opting to not do that because I feel like potato on a wheat wrapper on bread is carb on carb on carb. It's a bit much. Ooh, a Diet Coke. What now? So if you're a real Indian, here's what you look for in a samosa. First of all, the wrapper. Now it's still hot. It looks crunchy. You want it not to be too thick or too thin. It should be evenly fried. Oh, I like that. I don't even need the filling. Just give me the fried outer part. It's crunchy, it's toasty, but some of that masala has rubbed off onto it, so you're still getting spices, you're still getting salt. Very good. A moment ago in the kitchen, I tried the condensed pure masala. I was very
energy
impressed by
lang
the
yung-
flavor. So now, that is mixed with potato.
Inaano ko
Give it
sa
a
gabi.
shot.
Tapos yung pinapanood ko, masasarap na pagkain.
It's like
Parang
warm mashed
nakatakam tuloy
potatoes.
ako.
Every once in a while, you get a fried peanut for texture, and it's just full of that delicious masala flavor. There's
Pero kaya kong
from the chili
pigilan.
powder, there's turmeric, there's cumin, a little bit of everything. Let's break it in half. Oh my gosh. This is a nice balance. I can actually taste potatoes still. Here's the thing. This samosa is delicious, but it's only the beginning. And this, even though it's very inexpensive, it cannot compare to the food that we're going to be trying next at the next food factory we're going to. Welcome to Akshaya Chaitanya. This is a charity kitchen. A kitchen who, through donations, is able to make a meal for only 2 pennies. That is remarkable. Today I'm going to be following the process of making huge amounts of food for up to 16,000 people per day. And by the end of our journey, I'll be sharing some of this food that they're creating here with others who also receive the benefit of this generous kitchen. Right now we're about to head inside, see how it works. Let's move. So we have entered the factory now, and right here along this wall you see shelf after shelf of these vessels that are going to be used to hold the food. Each one of these can feed 200 to 250 people. And there's a lot of these vessels, so that means a lot of people are getting fed. Let's keep moving.
Odds na naman.
Wow. Ano celebrate natin ngayon?
Tapos ka na.
So that means a lot of people are getting fed. Let's keep moving. What's this? What is plates? We are about to enter the kitchen, trying to put on some protective footwear. But my hair. But I got a hair transplant for nothing? Alright, let's head inside. Guys, take a look at this. A massive rice steamer right here with several sheets of rice cooking away. That is the foundation of the meal today. We need a carbohydrate. It's going to be rice.
This is the dessert section. This is flavored shira, we call it, pineapple shira.
What you just saw was the dessert preparation. This is for sambar. Sambar is a savory lentil stew with vegetables and spices. Right now, we're about to make the seasoning for the sambar, starting with this hot oil. First, he's adding mustard seeds into the oil, and then a load of dried chilies go in next. Then fenugreek seeds, curry leaves. Right here, we have some green chili paste. This is asafoetida. Asafoetida? I don't even know what that is. Right here, we have turmeric, and then coriander seed powder, red chili powder, their homemade masala, tomato. This is like the body, something for all those spices and flavors to cling onto. He puts in some water, so as you can see, nothing here is being done manually. It's all being done by machine, well, except for putting in the ingredients. That you need people for that. But this is a giant stirring machine. Wow, it's very hot, so that's going to create the base for the sambar today. When people think about charity food, they think not delicious, not fresh. I mean, these look like quality ingredients, and the smells coming off here are amazing. I'm very impressed. That is going to be the flavor component for this sambar, but this is the lentil, I guess, that's going to be the main body of the dish. So in here, it is slowly steaming and boiling. As soon as those seasonings are done cooking up, they're going to head in here with the lentil. So far, we've talked about the seasoning and the lentils. This here is the vegetable station. Right now, they're preparing a load of vegetables that will also join the sambar. Oh, you thought that potato peeler before the samosa place was cool? This one is a monster-sized peeler. Not only does it peel the potatoes, it also washes too. 88 pounds of potatoes in 5 minutes. After being washed and peeled, it is time to cut the potatoes in a potato cutting machine. Potatoes getting instantly chopped into little pieces. Oh, now we've got some orange carrots. Can I be honest? My fat ass thought those were hot dogs at first. Carrots, that's nice too. Next up, we have some pumpkin heading into the food chopper. And lastly, we have a vegetable known as water gar. Now our veggies are ready to join those tender lentils. But before that, we'll head to the massive rice steamer to see how they managed to ship out over 5,000 pounds of rice each day. Right here, they're about to pull out the rice. This is insane. You can't tell at first when you see the oven, but you can roll all the rice in and out of the oven. That's so cool. So he's pulled out the rice. He's got to temp it first to make sure it is completely finished. So we just wanted to reach 90 degrees. It has, so this rice is finished. Now it is time to offload the rice. This is a giant rice trough. They push the rice over to here and it falls down into a canister. Now you can see the rice descending into this vessel right here where it's going to stay warm. Meanwhile, they're measuring the weight of the rice right here so they make sure they get the right amount of rice depending on where they're taking it. Now we're back to the lentils. This is cooked enough that we can now put this inside of it. Right here we have all of our veggies. Apparently this is a vegetable called a drumstick. I've never heard of it in my life. Also, we've got carrots. And now we wait for
While that cooks, we head to the dessert station to see how they prepare over 500 pounds of pineapple shira.
Step 1, the oil. 2, the semolina. No dessert is complete without sugar, and we have a lot of that here. Next up, he's putting in the turmeric. I'm told the turmeric is more for color than for the flavor, because they don't add any artificial colors. Why would they? Right here we have the cardamom powder. Now it is the raisins and cashew nuts that go in next. Boom. In with some hot water. I'm told the hot water is what's going to make it not clump up. We're going to see the dessert completely change form now. Good morning, Mr. Pineapple. Boom, pineapple right here.
Looking very good to very nice.
The final ingredient, this thing is getting filled to the brim, then even more water. So this here is going to cook for about 15 to 20 minutes, and then it's complete.
With dessert done, the focus is back on that sambar, which is ready to receive some seasonings.
It's time to collect our seasoning blend. All these seasonings we saw earlier are going to get poured into this vessel. It's time for that to join this. They dump it in. There's some splattering happening, but that's okay. That is a flavor bomb that they just dropped right here into the sambar. One of the last steps is putting in salt. All the elements are inside now. We've got vegetables, we have the lentils, which is kind of like the protein, and we have the flavor. Incredible. All right, bro. Hey dudes. Hold on, give me a second. So we've left the kitchen and we've come here to the storeroom. Here they have 15 days worth of food, including oil and lentils of all kinds. But that's not it. Come with me as we go on a little bit of a shopping spree. Basically every type of ingredient you could imagine for Indian food. Pickles, tons of seasoning. As we come down here, this is turmeric powder. And then right here we have big bags of cumin, all weighed out, dry, set on racks. The thing is, with food here, there are hygiene standards. So nothing can be on the ground. Everything has to be on a shelf or on a pallet. It has to be dry. It has to be organized according to date. So the first food that comes in is the first food that has to go out for cooking. You don't get a straggling can of beans on the back shelf that's been there since 1998. No, that doesn't happen here. The other thing that's really unique about this place is this right here. So this is their ingredient list. They put the number of kilograms that they need for the food. For example, today at that sambar, they're making about 630 kilograms, over 1,000 pounds of food. And when they enter that into the computer, they're automatically told how many of each ingredient they're going to need for that dish. But beyond that, these guys are also getting feedback from the people eating the food. So it's not a case where they just give people the food and say, hey, you should be satisfied. No, they want to know feedback. They want to know how they can improve the recipe
Shout
and
out
make
sa
it better
to
time
viewers
after
natin.
time. And so if it's too salty or if it's too spicy, getting that feedback and they're adjusting the recipe. That's incredible. So from here, we're going to go back into the kitchen and see as they wrap up these dishes. We are back from the storeroom into the food making factory. Right here, the pineapple shira. It is finished and it has transformed completely. So it's a sweet, delicious dessert. It's time to pack it up so we can take it away. Right here we have the sambar that's been cooking all morning. It's basically finished. He's just got one final touch right here. A nice sprinkle of fresh coriander goes on top of this gorgeous vegetable medley. It looks incredible. The colors, it's popping, and it smells delicious. So just like the dessert, in a moment they're going to take all of this, scoop it out, and put it into here. The sambar is being put into these thick, insulated vessels. The next step is to put the lid on top, and then it will be sealed and ready to travel. The great thing about these vessels is it keeps the food hot for 6 hours. So even when people eat this lunch in a couple hours from now, it's still going to be hot.
Every day, meals from this food factory head to schools, hospitals, and even slums in an effort to support those in need. Each day, Akshaya Chaitanya can feed more than 16,000 people. What's more shocking is that the average price of a meal is just 2 cents, a feat only made possible when you cook lentils by the ton.
All right, we've got our goods right here. Everything's being loaded into the truck, and from here, it's going to go to a hospital. I'm also going to go to the hospital. I'm going to see the people who are receiving the food, and finally, I'm going to try it for myself.
Before we head out, I have a chance to speak with Mr. Karchanda, the CEO of this organization.
I'm so happy to be here. Thank you for joining me.
Nice to meet you.
I guess my first question is, how do you make a meal for 2 cents? How is that possible?
First of all, most of our equipment is very automated, so we deploy very less of manpower. Second, we do it at a scale. The scale and a lot of automation allow us to produce it in that cost.
Through Mr. Karchanda, I've learned the mission here is simple: eradicate food vulnerability, helping people pursue their dreams and build better lives. But their vision doesn't stop with what's happening between these walls. In fact, 2 more factories, each 5 times the size of this one, are on the way to support their next goal: to feed over 200,000 people in the entirety of Mumbai.
We are at a government hospital. All the procedures and food eaten by the patients is paid for by the government. But this food is for supporting the patients here. Family members, friends, they need support too. This is an opportunity for them to get a meal or multiple meals a day so they can continue supporting their loved ones. So right now there's about 100 to 150 people lined up outside the cafeteria, ready and waiting for their food. And it's about to start getting dished up right now. Epic reveal. Let's do this. Let's serve up some lunch. This is our sambar, a hearty, delicious lentil stew. Would you like a pickle? Pickle? No? Yes? Okay, pickle. Ek achar? There you go. More? Yes, okay. I don't want to under-provide pickle. This is a tough job. Am I giving too much? Oh, she said you're overdoing it.
They give me some time to drag out from the sky, and now I'm wondering how it burns.
Here's what I've observed and what I like about this. Everyone basically gets as much food as they want. People are asking for more rice. Some people want double dessert. That will be me soon. And pickle. So right now I'm in line with everybody else, and soon I'm going to be dishing myself up, and now I've seen how it's done. I know that you can get a double scoop of dessert. I've got strategy in mind. The food looks amazing. Let's get to it. All right, I'm going to do my best to keep my dessert and my main meal separated. Let's see how it goes. Hello. Thank you. Can I have one more rice, please? Okay, thank you. I saw some people doing this. I'm going to make a little hole for the sambar. There we go. That looks nice. And a little more, please. Thank you. Can I have one more, please? Boom. Double dessert is definitely combined. I did my best. And one pickle, please. Achar. All right, thank you. She gave me the half the pickle I gave everybody else. All right, let's go sit down. All right, folks, everything we've done today has built up to this moment right here. I'm eating a meal that cost 2 cents, something that seems unreal, impossible, but they've made it possible. A healthy pile of rice on top of it, that steaming sambar, which looks delicious. You can see finally the lentils on top of the rice here. We've got dessert, the pineapple shira, dyed yellow through the use of turmeric, and then a little bit of pickle. I want to start with that. I'm told it has a very strong flavor. Let's try it out. Oh yeah. Oh, it's super salty and sour, and I love it. It's such a sour, pickly flavor, but with a lot of salt. So I can see why you're supposed to add that to other food. Let's try out the sambar. Right here we have some of the veggies. You can see the lentils and the rice all coming together in one delicious bite. Let's go for it. Oh yeah, that's good. It's like a warm, savory broth. There's so many spices. It's added so much flavor to that rice. It's hearty, it's filling, and very delicious. Badia. Badia? But yeah, next up, dessert. Oh, look at this. As it cools down, it kind of becomes a solid. Oh, I like that. This dessert looks incredible. Cheers. That's good too. Sweet. You can taste the cardamom. Gives it a nice, like, fragrant flavor. It is gooey. It is hot. And actually, this is kind of fun to eat with your hands. It's so yummy, and it's such a nice treat. If you're staying here all day, going through the stress and adversity of having to support somebody who has to be at a hospital, this is a godsend. I mean, this is what's going to get you through the day, and that it is doing. What do you think? Good? Very good. I completely agree. Should we pound it? Boom. Nice pound. How about you? How's that dessert? Oh, I like it. Buddy up. Should we cheers? Cheers. Mission accomplished. Today we set out to see what meals India was able to create for only 2 cents, and here we see they have done it. It is one of the best meals I've tried in India. And it's not just about the flavor, it's about the genuine mission behind it. This plate right here, 10 out of 10 every time.
While some rely on a charity kitchen for a hot meal, I wonder, what if you had just $20 to cover an entire day? Not just food, but transportation and a place to sleep too. Well, I've got 20 bucks, so let's see how far it goes.
Right now I am in the back of a TikTok? Wait, no, they banned TikTok in India. A tuk-tuk. Aha! Right now I'm in the back of a tuk-tuk in India. We are headed to our first location. Let's move. Oh, we've come to our first location right behind me. For breakfast, we're having a little bit of this. That is called vada pav. This is a classic food in Mumbai. Vada means potato, and pav means bread. Don't quote me on that. How does it work? It's not just a potato. Ew, that would just be like a British chippy. Ugh. It's more of a potato patty that's fried up with all kinds of masala and flavors and put in between a nice toasty bun. Here, they have a ton of different varieties. You can get butter, masala, ultra cheese, Szechuan. What we're focused on is the cheese burst vada pav. Hold on. They also have an ultra cheese burst vada pav. That's outside of our budget though. Let's head inside now to see how it's made. Right here we have the pav. This is the foundation of the vada pav. So that is what our food is going to go inside of soon. It all starts with some gram flour, some salt, and a little bit of baking soda. Oh, honey. Honey means water. Here's what I'm confused about. We already saw
Shout
the
out sa
bread,
trade
and
viewers
this is
natin
not
dyan.
that, and this is also not potato. So What are we making exactly?
I believe we have reached our final form.
So right here are the potato balls, and right here is the cheese. So he puts the cheese inside of that potato that already has some masala or seasonings mixed in. Oh my God, now I get it. This is a batter. And then that drips into the oil. Right now my balls are swimming with some other people's balls. Everybody's ordering balls. The next step, we go up here. He has to step up into the kitchen. He's got a skillet going hot, and he puts in a little bit of ghee. Here I'm told we have an onion and tomato paste. From here he puts the lid on, and then he checks it, and then we wait, and then he checks it, and then we wait. In this container, a load of masala that gets added to that tomato and onion paste. Right here we have a dry masala. It's important to get a good combination of wet and dry masalas. Oops, we got a little bonus masala right there. Bonus masala. Right here we have the bread. Oh, the bread gets absolutely smashed into that sauce. There's so much sauce on that bread. Right here, a cheese sauce. We've got the triple extruder alls. Right here we have our cheese exploding potato. He cuts it in half. What? Even more sauce. This thing is wild. And that is how you make the cheese burst pav bhaji. Boom! Breakfast. That is something else. It looks like a Gloucester street fight. A couple things I've learned. First of all, the pav, that's not how you say it. It's about a pound. Like, pow. Secondly, let's talk about the price. This right here, it cost 70 cents. And I thought, is that a good deal? But then I picked it up. I'm realizing this weighs about a pound. I think in the end, a pretty good deal indeed. Let's dig in. Oh, it's so wet. Oh, look at that burst of cheese. Okay, it burst a little bit. Right there, you can see the layers. We've got the cheese, the potato, and then the fried layer around the potato, and then the bread and the masala all around the bread. Let's go for it. Oh, wow. You know, like so many Indian foods, it's very subtle. You have to really search for the flavors. No, it's the opposite of that. It's a firecracker of flavor. It's hot, spicy, it's sour, very salty. There's so much masala. Oh, here I got a nice, lovely cheese bite. Who doesn't like folding up a crab singles and popping it back like a Klonopin pin? And it kind of relaxes you the same as popping a Klonopin pin. Wait, I don't do that activity. With each bite, I like it a little bit more. 70 cents for a meal, that's at least 600 calories. That's pretty good. I feel like we're riding high. I got a wallet still pretty full of cash, and we have a lot more to do today. Let's keep moving. So we're heading to our lunch location, but first I want to bring you here to a market. At this market, they have some of the raw ingredients that are going to be used to make a special masala for our next lunch location. Also, as I always say, going to a market is a great way to get to know a new country. Let's go inside and see what they've got. The first thing you see as you walk in is this gorgeous assortment of flowers right here. These flowers can be used for anything celebratory, weddings, celebrations. Oh, wow, you can even put it in your hair like that. That's a new kind of weave. But anyways, the flowers are inedible. Let's move. As you walk through, everybody's above you looking down on you. Look at this guy. How you doing, my guy? Oh, all right, thank you. So most of this market is produce, whole vegetables. India is an intensely vegetarian country. It's so vegetarian that if you eat meat, they call you non-veg. You are the exception. Eventually, we're going to be finding some meat later in the day, but right now, plants.
Wala.
Do you see the soup? It's very mindful. It has big, big bits. Do you see the way I eat the soup? Very cutesy, very demure. Try.
Eventually, we're going to be finding some meat later in the day, but right now, plants. Right here we've come to some of the spices I was after. We've got whole spices including ginger, a very important ingredient in many dishes of Mumbai. Then right here, ooh, turmeric the size of my tapeworms. Ooh, looks like a carrot on the inside. It's very moist. It's very grassy. It's so different from your typical powdered turmeric that you have in your kitchen. Huh. I should probably buy this. So this is one of the whole spices that's going to be used as an ingredient at our next location as they make the ultimate masala for a lunch you will never believe. And what's even better is the price. Let's go take a look. So we have just arrived at our lunch location. It's known as Avantika Chennai Cafe. Today they're taking a traditional Indian food and giving it a little bit of a remix. I'm talking about the idli. It's white, it's flat, it's kind of rounded. It is a foundational element for the food that they're going to be making here, which is an idli burger. Can I tell you about idli? Doesn't have much flavor. You need to give it some flavor, and that's what they're about to do. I don't know why my camera guy just let go of the camera, but... All right, right here we have the steamer opening up. All different types of idli of different sizes inside. Right there, look at that steamed rice batter. So this is our bottom and top bun in one. The next step, he hits the flat top with a little bit of ghee. And then the idli goes on top of that. Oh, nice. Right here, more ghee. More Next, he puts on a little bit of tomato chutney, then some coconut chutney, and then some coriander chutney. And then he puts on some black onion seeds, then a special masala. What's in it? Nobody gets to know. But definitely cumin and turmeric. Definitely. Yeah. Next, he gets some tandoori sauce going on top. Right here, white liquid cheese. And then all of that gets swished around like a rainbow of flavor. Next, some onions, some tomato, bell pepper, cabbage, and then some coriander. Oh, that's a special masala? It's just basically tons of vegetables and spices inside. He hits that with some liquid cheese. He takes all of that, he throws it on top of the idli. Is there more stuff? He's putting more stuff on. Oh, hard cheese. From here, the flip. You can see the browning has taken place on that idli. One more time with the hard cheese. He hits it with just a little bitty bit of a beat. Oh, he hits it with a little bit of carrot too. Some more coriander, cheese sauce on top. What? More? It turns out one was honey sauce, the other is liquid cheese. Over here, he's got a sheet full of the smallest idli you will find anywhere in India. He puts a tiny idli on top. He tops the tiny idli with a tiny dose of masala. Just when you think he's finished for the 7th time, he adds more. What? I don't believe you. All right, folks, lunch is here. Why don't I start with the world's smallest idli? Soft, steamy, not much flavor. I taste a little hint of tomato from the tomato chutney, but that's why you need all these other flavor enhancers. Wow, the top has kind of cooled off a little bit. It hurts my hand so bad. It is boiling lava hot in the center still. Let's give it a bite. First of all, be careful inhaling as you bite. I breathed in some of that loose, hard cheese. I'm going to have cheese asthma now. The idli texture, it is awesome. It's like a little bit of a crunch or toastiness that's happening on the outside there. But on the inside, it's just crazy, flavorful, mushy, potato-based special masala. Oh, look at those colors. So festive. It's like Diwali between two buns. I thought what we had for breakfast was already blowing my socks off. This, it's on another level. But if you want to bring that level even higher, come down here to Chutney Land. Here we have 3 different chutneys. I think this coconut chutney is going to help cool me down. It's got a little texture. It's a little bit cool. That's yummy. So this is lunch, and I'm getting all of this for only $1.70. That's wild. In just a moment, we're going to head to the place where I'll be spending the night tonight. A place that costs less than $10. But before we go there, a snack. This place behind me, it's like the greatest hits of Mumbai snacky street food. They've got pani puri. They have puni pani. They have pupi papa. At one point, I started making up words. There is one thing I've got my eye on. We're going to go try it now, and it is insanely inexpensive. All right, folks, here we are. 2 men, one incredible snack shop. Right here, we have the crisp part of the pani puri, and then right here, this is sev, or shaved gram flour. That's going to go on our food today. But as we sneak inside, we see more. Right here, a bunch of delicious potato hockey pucks sitting in grease. This is my guy, VJ. VJ, how you doing? Put her there, thank you. And then these are all the ingredients he has to work with. It's like a laboratory full of deliciousness. And this is going to be the foundation, the base of our snack. It's called puri. Let's get into it. He gets a leaf plate, and then he puts these crisps on here. From here, slices of potato with a little bit of seasoning. Then we've got some red onion going on top of that. Right here, we have a garlic chutney, and a spicy coriander chutney, and a sweet tamarind chutney. And then this is the sev going on top. This is adding all that crunchy texture. From here, we've got some mango. He hits it with some tomato. Finally, a squeeze of lemon and a little bit of salt. And that there is sev puri made by my man, VJ. Thank you. This to me is the food that... This to me is the food I'm most excited about today. First of all, this is like Indian nachos, but without the cheese. The puri, it's like a little flat cracker. It's crunchy, and then you put all this stuff on top, just like you would put on nachos. The only heartbreaking part is, unlike American nachos that would have like 100 chips, it has exactly 5. Oh. It's so good, I called the police on these people. Oh, it's an ambulance, never mind. You can see here the layers of flavor. Tons of onions. We've got all different types of sauces. This is a texture sensation. You have crunchiness from the onions, crunchiness from that sev, and then the flavor. You're getting some spiciness from the hot chutneys, and the tamarind chutney definitely comes through. The third nacho out of 5. It's quite literally one of my favorite foods I've ever had in India. So let's talk about the price. For these nachos right here, it is 0.5 buckaroos. Not bad. What's nice about this is it's a pop of flavor in the middle of your day for not very much money. And watching them put it together, it's kind of a show. From here, we are headed to the lodging. Tonight, I'm going to be sleeping in a place that costs under $10. What can you get for under $10 in Mumbai? Let's go find out. After a half a day full of eating, it's finally time to check out the lodging situation. I'm excited. I'm also scared because it costs $8.50 cents for one night. If you look up here, you can see Mumbai dorms, comfortable dorm beds available. Budget friendly, comfort away with our dormitory beds. That's all I need. I need a place where I can go pass out in a little masala coma. That is what this place promises. I hope. What the hell? It's a nuclear shelter. Reception is on the first floor. Oh, I think that means up. Hi. Film secretly. Maybe they'll put me in the girls' dorm. Hi. One bed, please. Now, should I be in the women's dorm or the men's dorm? Fine. This way to the dorm. Oh, this is nice. Spacious, clean. So in the whole male dormitory area, there are 40 beds altogether, and this one right here is mine. You get a locker. The locker's big. You can fit a lot of stuff in there. The bed. Let's go upstairs and check it out. There we go. Oh, God. I feel so young. I don't know if I have this type of athleticism anymore. There we go. All right. So, it's not just a bed. There's a whole bevy of amenities up here. Look, there's lighting. There's an electrical socket. More lights. This is a weird position to be talking in. I don't like it. Meanwhile, if you want to feel like you spent more than $8.50, you can have a solo experience like this. Oh, no. All right, all done. Aside from the sleeping situation, there's also a bathroom situation. Let's check that out. Not bad at all. This place is full of these right here. Right here, you've got your sink, little toilet, and a shower.
Mahaba man ang araw, kaya yan. Kasama mo ang sarap ng flakes.
You got your sink, little toilet, and a shower. This is the most efficient bathroom I've ever seen in my life. Use the toilet, shave, shower. Same time, getting shit done. For $8.50, it is wild to get a place that is this clean, this quiet, this organized. I mean, the most noisy thing in here right now is me. So this is where I'm going to be coming later tonight to slumber in the dorm among my other Indian brethren. But before that, we've got some dinner to catch. Let's move. All right, folks, the sun is going down, and that means even more food options right now are popping up. We have left the dorm, and we are heading to a night market. A night market specializing in seafood. What am I taking right now? The most cheap form of transportation here in Mumbai. Not the tuk-tuk, correction, the rickshaw. This is the party rickshaw. Take a look at these party lights. That is a single light changing color constantly. It's like a club in here. I love it. Right now, we're just a few minutes away from our next location. Let's do it. All right, folks, so we have arrived at the night market, and I know what you're wondering. Where's the seafood? Down there. So right here we've got shrimp, raw fish, and other raw fish. So this place is unique because it's a balance of seafood market, but also a place to party and eat, too. I am in the market for a fish, so I'm looking for a good, plump, juicy fish that perhaps could be fried. Right here, take a look. Any guesses, ladies and gentlemen? That is a baby shark. How do I know? Well, I have a baby girl now, so I know all about baby sharks. That looks good, but I see something even better down here. I want a fish that is meaty, but also wide. I want surface area. Right here, we have a couple different sizes, varieties of pomfret. I'm gonna buy one of these, and I'm gonna take it somewhere else to get it fried up. Let's go. Let's go. Still. We have come to our final restaurant of the day. We have been saving our pennies, or shall I say rupees, throughout the afternoon so we can spend now on some meat. Come take a look. Chicken of all kinds right here. Am I getting any of that? Absolutely not, because I brought a fish. Let's get to cooking. He cuts off one fish arm. Oh no, the fish is a double amputee. He does a little bit of an incision in the front of the fish, and then he takes out these parts that I didn't want to eat anyways. Gives it a little bit of a wash in the pani. So he scores the fish, so later we can put in some nice masala. Boom, right here we have the masala pan. He starts with turmeric, and then he goes for a white one. He puts that on there too. Boom, that's probably chili powder. Cumin. Oh, right here we have some ginger garlic paste. And then we've got chili paste. This is becoming one flavorful fish. All the masala is going deep inside the fish's crevices. Finally, after seasoning, it is time to fry the fish. Look at that. That's looking nice and hot. He's going to give it a little bit of a flip. Oh, yes. Epic flip. Mucho successful. He squeezes on a little bit of lemon. So from here, he's going to fry the fish a little bit longer, and we will see you at the table. All right, folks, this is our final meal of the day, and I'm finally going to be able to get my hands on some protein. And speaking of protein, beer. For this Indian beer right here, $2. Let's crack it open. That's really nice. It's been a long day. Let's talk about the food in front of me right now. First of all, this is a steamed rice flour bread. It's called bakdi. I'm looking at an Indian person who's doing this. Good enough. The feel of this is so unique. It tears more like a typical wheat bread. Mind you, by the end of this meal, I'm going to tell you if we did in fact stay under our $20 budget. But first, this right here, something called egg bougie. First, throw some onions, chopped green chilies, and diced tomatoes into a sizzling hot boiled up pan. After a quick sizzle, it's time to unleash the spice. Turmeric powder, salt, red chili powder, and the mighty garam masala. Finally, the eggs join in, soaking up the flavors of India. This is my utensil, and I'm putting it in this masala egg mixture. Let's give it a shot. Oh no, greasy, oily, savory, spicy, just a load of flavors. Beyond that, I absolutely love this bread. It actually is a little bit chewy, and when it wraps around that warm egg, it is like the perfect pair. All right, one more bite. You have never had eggs until you had Indian egg bougie. Cleanse the palate. Moving on to our final protein-packed pomfret right here. A fish that's been scored and absolutely assaulted with masala. It's like the masala cost over here. I'm so sorry. I'm gonna get in there with my fingers and just feel for the rib and pull the meat. Right there, you can see the white flaky meat on the inside and then just that thick coating of masala on the outside. I'm gonna pair that with a little bit of raw onion and go for it. Cheers. Oh, it's excellent. It's oily, tender. The onion, it's a powerful flavor, but it matches well with the masalas. I'm gonna go in deep here, using the bread this time. Oh, there we go. Flaky fish, masala, onion, roll it up. And now I'm gonna use the world's tiniest lemon wedge to squeeze a single drop on top. Cheers. Just checking. Some food reviewers, it barely goes past their teeth and they're like, oh, it's so good. No, I wait for the food to speak to me. Wait. That's a good bite. But from here, we still have a little bit of math homework to do, and that means I need to add up everything from the entire day and see if I did indeed spend less than $20. Boom, today I set out to survive in Mumbai for only $20. Have I achieved that goal? Well, let's review the day. I started with a rickshaw ride to my first destination, and then we had breakfast, and then I went to a market, and then I had lunch, and then I had a little bit of a snack. From there, I went to my dorm for $8.50. Very affordable. I'll be going back soon. And then from there, I bought a fish. I paid for the fish to be cooked, and then I got egg bougie, I got bread, and I got a beer. And for all of that today, I spent $18.70. Amazing. Stretching $20 in Mumbai means knowing how to hunt down the best budget bites. But what if your budget was only $1? Next up, I'm taking on 9 different street foods, all for under $1 buckaroo. Right now we're headed to the first location. Let's move. Right behind me, a street side vendor with 10 items on his menu. A lot of what he's selling here is known as chaat. There is one item here I have my eyes on. It's known as bel puri. Actually, here it's known as helicopter bel puri because of the crazy helicopter action that goes into making this dish. Are you confused? Let me clear it up by heading into the kitchen now. So right here we have the kitchen and all the ingredients, and then this right here is the bel, or puff rice. That right there is a key ingredient that's going to go into our food. It all begins with the puff rice going into a pot. Then right here we have the seb, or shaved gram flour. Then right here we have the puri. This is like a cracker. Oh, he crumples it up with his hands. Then right here we have spicy dal. Then some peanuts, salt, potato. Onion goes in next. Cumin powder, garlic chutney, mint and chili chutney, and a sweet date chutney. And then it's time to mix. Let's see the helicopter. Oh yeah, babe. Look at him go, my guy. I thought it was going to be a little bit more wild than that, but it was still pretty wild. Oh, all those ingredients are mixed up, and it's going to get set on this platter right here. It's time to put on the garnish. Start with the puri. Hit that with a little bit of potato, some salt, then the seb, some cilantro, tomato going on next. Then he puts on some fried gram flour balls, then spicy dal again, and then some crushed puri. More sweet date chutney on the side, and a spoon. And that is how you make bel puri. It's so loud. There's like a generator, and then Bollywood music, and then traffic, and then horns. It's a bit overwhelming, but if you're me, if you see the food in front of you, you gotta focus. First of all, this is a little tiny chip to give you a taste of what's to come. Good, a little dry. But when you add in some of that very sweet chutney, it all balances out and it's very delicious. The price, 30 cents for all you see here. That is wild. We've got the main body of the bel puri here. He put in like 7 different crunchy things. Let's go for it. Wow, it's fiery hot and it's sweet at the same time. There is no lack of flavor here. It is an untamed beast. It If it gets too dry or too harsh with the spices, you've got some sweet date sauce that you can just drizzle on top and have a sweet bite of satisfaction. I love it. Oh no, guys, what's happening? It's only my first food. I'm so pumped. So this is just our first food of the day. But like I said, I'm going to do as many as I can, maybe up to 10. 10 street food, under $1. Let's go. Behind me, our second location in a food truck serving the iconic street food of Mumbai, the vada pav. It's a potato patty inside of a bread bun. But here they have several different varieties of this food. Today I'm going to be getting the Szechuan mayo vada pav. Szechuan, as in the province in China. For some reason, folks in India love the flavors of Szechuan. Boom! This is the kitchen, and this is Nita, who's going to be cooking for me today. Thank you. Right here we have the pre-seasoned potato mixture, and she's making some potato discs. Next, she dips it right here in this batter and sends it off to the hot oil. Once the wok is absolutely full of these potato patties, she gives them a little bit of a flip. So far, I gotta say, it smells good, huh? Smells good. After frying, she removes the potato patties and sets them here to drip. Right here, we have our bread bun, and she's gonna put on a little bit of Sichuan chutney. Next, some onions going on top. Oh, and this is what makes this place very unique. These corn chips. Next, we have that fried potato patty, and then it's time for the mayo. Or is it? And then it's time. Oh, and then it's time for the mayo. Oh, and then some dry garlic chutney powder. And that is how you make the Szechuan mayo vada pav. All right, folks, we have our second meal right here. First of all, look at this. Little crunchy corn chips. Nice. It's corn flakes, basically. For this whole thing that you see right here in my hands, only 40 cents. That's wild. Remarkable. Are you moving too much? I'm gonna lay my potato patty on top of those crunchy corn chips, and I'm gonna try to wrap the top of the bun around everything. Oh, and in the end, that looks pretty dang good. Look at that potato patty just peeking out. Yeah, buddy. The chutney, it is like a chili oil made with ketchup. It's very sweet, it's ketchup-y, and then also spicy. That potato is spiced to the heavens. Look at that cross-section. You can see the green, the coating from around the potato that's been fried, the mayonnaise, the sauce, and then all these little crunchy bits on the bottom. So this is one of the maybe million different vada pav that you can get in Mumbai. She has a large menu here, but I think I lucked out with my gamble here. The Szechuan mayo vada pav, a new classic. Let's keep moving. Right behind me, our third location, and here the Sichuan train keeps chugging along. Now we are making a hard turn into Indo-Chinese food with a dish known as hot Chinese bell. Let's go see how it's made. So right here we have the Sichuan sauce. As I make my way to the back, you can see this guy going wild with the wok. Look at this. Incredible wok tossing skills. Hitchens love this method. It looks cool, but I think half the rice went on the ground. Here is a food called Manchurian. It's a fried veggie ball kind of process, and that's going to be going in this dish soon. The recipe has done starting with some oil. Up next we have some cabbage, ginger and garlic, chili paste, and all of that gets sauteed. Now he goes for a nice big fistful of pre-fried noodles. Now some salt and MSG. He hits it with a little bit of chili sauce and some soy sauce. But now it's time for the Sichuan sauce. I'm not afraid. You can give me more. It's now red chili powder. Oh, it's spicy.
What is the spicy?
The air is spicy. I can't breathe. What's going on? I'm having an allergic reaction. Oh, it's time for those glorious balls. Oh, there's 2? Okay, 3 balls. Not bad. Check what I was born with. Wait, hold on. Wait, we're missing green onions going in. A little bit of cilantro. Is there more? What ingredient is back there? Ah, plate. The color has really changed. It looks beautiful. He puts it on the plate, and then he hits it with a little bit of garnish, some cabbage, even more Szechuan sauce, and that, my friend, is complete. Let's go eat. Food. Let's get into it. This is the sauce that they're calling Sichuan sauce. Here's what the flavors of Sichuan are. Chili peppers and numbing peppercorns that make your mouth numb. Is this that? Chili powder, big chunks of ginger, the end. It's hot, but there's no like oil. It really doesn't remind me of Szechuan at all. Moving on to the main dish we got here. It looks very crunchy. It's been covered with that sauce. It looks good, but let's see how it tastes. It looks very salty. I've just been assaulted by salt. It's assault. It's insulting. It's so much salt. That said, the texture of these noodles is awesome. It is very crunchy. I like it. So that's the noodles, but how about these balls right here? Something called Manchurian. Oh, Okay. It's like a little mini pakora. It also tastes very vegetable-y, and it tastes of wet cabbage. This is a perfectly pleasant food. The best part, the price, 90 cents. This would be the perfect drunk food. I like it. I'm going to eat the rest of it, and then I'm going to suffer by the end of today. We have moved on to our next location right here. The food is known as medu vada. He's basically making these little lentil donuts by hand. He puts it in the oil and it fries for, I would say, about 10 minutes. It gets really crispy and golden brown, and that's the best part. This is a fun dish because it looks like a donut. I'm American. I see a donut and I think, wow, police officers and yummy breakfast. I'm just kidding. I love our police officers. Even the ones fueled by donuts. This is like a flavor vehicle ready to sop up flavors in the form of chutney. And that's what's going to happen next. So far we have our most simple food of the day, but we have 8 of them. Let's break one open. Hot. It's still hot. I don't know if you can see the steam, but probably it's steaming. By the way, the price, 8 of these, plus chutney, plus sambar, 80 cents. This is a legitimate whole entire meal for 80 cents. That's pretty dang good. Let's go for it. Oh, very good. A little bitter, a little coarse. There's kind of a dense texture on the inside. It's good, but you couldn't put like powdered sugar and cinnamon on here and eat it like a dessert, and that's why we have this right here. Coconut chutney. Better. The problem with the chutney when you're paying 80 cents for a meal is that it's very watery. So you're just getting a faint kiss of coconut action. It's like your girlfriend made out with Brad Pitt and then she made out with you and then you try to say you made out with Brad Pitt. No, you don't. I mean, no, you didn't. Beyond that, we have some sambar right here. Good. A slightly salty tomato base on there. It's a little different in flavor. It is food number 4. We're heading on right now to food number 5. Let's go. All right, guys, at this point in the video, I have a tough choice to make. Keep showing you less interesting food that is less than $1, or bump up the price a little bit and show you a sandwich that is made without bread. This sandwich used to cost less than $1, but, you know, it got trendy, supply and demand, economics, pie charts. Anyways, now it's $1.70. How does it work? Let's go see. Right here, we got my guy, Gagun. Gagun is going to make us a sandwich that requires no bread, but evidently the first layer is plastic. Everything begins with a sliced potato. The whole bottom layer is just full of only sliced potato. The next step, butter. Right here we have a coriander chutney, chaat masala. Ooh. Right here we have my absolute nemesis. More chaat masala. Now he's got a big old beet in his hands. Time to slice some beets. Ooh, onions. After the onions comes the tomato. That's a lot of tomatoes. The next step, plastic. Ooh, delicious. He cuts it through the plastic. From here, oh, quick transition. He gives it a little bit of a flip. He peels off that plastic. He puts on new plastic. Then he flips it again. He peels off these plastic shards. You would think he's done, except for, this is India, my friends. We are never done. Now it's time for coriander chutney on the side. Oh wait, now it's done? Okay, sometimes in India we are done. All right, folks, right here, the breadless sandwich, it only costs 85 cents for half of it, and you're not allowed to order half. So it's $1.70. I'm gonna really sneak my finger under there to the potato layer. Look at that, tomato, beet, the potato, tomato. Did I say that twice? All of it peeking through, looking amazing. I'm just gonna shove it in. Here we go. First of all, it's very salty from that chaat masala. It's nothing like a sandwich. There's layers, but you are just eating a bunch of wet vegetables. Do I hate that? Absolutely not. The next fun part, there's no silverware, but I've got some chutney right here. Chutney, smear it on top, then really get in there. Oh yeah, it's working. Oh, I get a coriander chutney. It's fresh. It's mixing with earthy ingredients like the beet. The potato gives it a little bit of starch. The cucumber, not attractive. But overall, I gotta say, I'm very impressed. Is it a sandwich? What is more of a sandwich, a hot dog or this? Now, that's a good question to contemplate. While you're thinking about that, I'm gonna head to my next location. Behind me, they're serving something that they call an egg roll, but it may not look like any egg roll you've ever seen before. This egg roll is full of chicken, cheese. That's it. It's a chicken and cheese egg roll. It's less than $1. Let's see how it. Let's see how it's made. Look at all these sandwiches. I feel like I'm packing lunch for school. Is this chicken? Butter chicken. Butter chicken. So you can get it put on a bun like this. I am not doing that. I'm gonna have it in a roti. This is an egg roll. Egg roll. Egg roll. I gotta say, the buttered chicken looks pretty dang good. Soon that's gonna be inside of my egg roll. Oh, so there is literally an egg. A little bit of salt, masala, green masala. Right now he's basically making scrambled eggs. He spreads the grease around the hot tawa. He puts down the roti. He gives it a little bit of a flip. And then here goes the egg going on top of the hot tawa. Put the roti on top of that. Boom. Oh, look at that flip. Golden brown, it looks like perfection. And this is our flavor vehicle. That gets transported over to here. This is a peri peri sauce. Oh, and then right here we have the butter chicken. So this is a cheese cheese being grated over that butter chicken. Oh, it looks glorious. Then he hits it with a little bit of cabbage. Then he puts on some homemade sauce, and now it's time for the roll. He puts it in plastic for protection. And that is how you make the chicken cheese egg roll. I gotta say, I'm pretty impressed that the price of this right here, $1, even, not even a little bit extra. So give it a shot. Oh wow, spicy and full of spices. It's both. I feel the heat radiating outward from my chest. There's a load of cabbage. There's some onions sticking out. What I liked is when he grated that cheese, it looked incredible. Even though it is some weird, hard processed cheese. Where does it come from? I don't know. Does it come from a cow? Wait, where'd the cows go? There were cows over here a second ago. I swear to God. Very nice, very filling, and a lot of protein. It's kind of like eating birria tacos. The way that the chicken has been so braised, it's so soft and soupy and tender. Since we're trying to go for under $1 with each food, I thought for sure that we would not get any meat today. But it turns out for $1, you can get both chicken and an egg. An incredible value. Let's keep moving. Boom, we are at our next location. This right behind me. It looks like a shawarma, but no, my friends, that is actually paneer cheese. This is not a type of cheese that really melts. It doesn't ever get gooey. There's no cheese pull, nothing like that. What he's done here, something you don't see often in India, he's put some masala on the cheese. Just kidding, you see masala everywhere. Beyond that, he's got some butter right here, and he keeps kind of shellacking it with butter. He's kind of cooking the outside now, and soon, just like a lamb shawarma, he's going to start trimming it, and then all of that is going to go inside a wrap. So he slices off the masala pieces, revealing the white cheese underneath, and then below dropping down just a load of cheese cubes. Next he adds some cabbage and he mixes everything together. Then right here he goes for the roti. He puts it right on the fire, heating it up real quick. The next step, he puts on some hummus. I've never seen the hummus with this texture before. Right here we have a tandoori chutney. Oh, right here a little bit of butter, and then all of that hits the heat once more. Oh my gosh, look at the flame. Whoosh. You gotta toast it till it kind of burns on the edges a bit, and then even more hummus. What? Even more chutney? This is a wild shawarma. This shawarma should come with a shawarning. Finally, it's time to put the fillings inside. It's looking like a giant, delicious taco. He hits it with a little bit of beet. Oh, what? You thought we were done, but no. He's putting on another layer. This is liquid cheese. From here, he rolls it up. He tears a piece for me to take a little peek, and that is how you make the paneer shawarma. All right, folks, we have our food right here. Our second roll of the day. This thing looks awesome. It's so packed with flavor, and I'm also impressed by the price, which I'm sorry to say has gone slightly over $1 up to $1.10. Let's get into it. Oh, there's so many things except for hummus. There's absolutely no hummus. That white stuff that he's calling hummus is actually kind of a garlic cream or yogurt sauce. It tastes very good. The roti is very crunchy. The cabbage gives it a little bit of texture. The paneer cheese is the last thing I think about as I'm eating this. There's so much inside of here. It's spewing out masala-flavored deliciousness. It's garlicky. It's insanely salty. And I gotta say, it's pretty dang good. Final verdict. Does it contain hummus? Absolutely not. Is it delicious? Oh, yes. Let's keep going. So far today, we've experienced a lot of fusion, and we're not done yet. The next food is known as a pizza shot. Put inside a very familiar type of Indian cracker known as a puri. It's a hollow cracker. Usually, this is used for a dish known as pani puri. They hollow at the top, and they put in some fun stuff inside, like potato and liquid masala. It also tastes great. But today, that puri is going to be made into a tiny pizza. I'm now in the kitchen. Right here's our wagon. This is what the pizza shots are going to go on top of. It all starts right here with a bag full of puri. First, he has to hollow them out with his thumb. Next, he puts in onions. He puts in bell peppers, a little bit of corn. This must be our pizza fillings. Then he puts in what he's calling pasta sauce and ketchup. Ooh, some Szechuan sauce. And all of that gets spooned together. Next, a torch is involved somehow. What? He's torching the filling. I had no idea a torch would factor into this. I thought maybe a torch would melt the cheese, but no. He wants all those fillings torched up nice. Wow, we are really crisping up those pizza fillings. Wow, carcinogen. From here, he starts to load up the puri, each one getting a delicious pizza stuffing. Next, freshly grated processed cheese getting placed upon those crackers. Oh yeah, the cheesier, the better. And the torch is back. Time to turn these puri into pizza. Boom, the pizza has been perfectly toasted, but it's not done yet. Coming up next, we have a dot full of pizza pasta sauce. And now, it's finished. I have a lot of thoughts about these pizza shots. I was very excited at first. That was at first. First of all, in the kitchen, it was a little unusual that he was roasting all the fillings until they turned black, because everything smelled like butane, and I think I still smell like butane. Secondly, why the cheese hardened and then it turned black? What is this cheese made out of? Very confusing. The last thing, the price. This is 85 cents for half of it. If you eat this half right there, 85 cents. So, still under $1. Moving on. Let's give it a shot. Cheers. I taste vegetables. I taste spicy ketchup. The cheese, it tastes like burning. Man, I had high hopes for this. I looked at that on the menu right there, and I was like, what? Pizza shots? First of all, I love pizzas. I love shots. Let's put them together. What it's missing is like some real mozzarella cheese. This is not that. Let's talk about the pros. The putty is perfect for making a fun little bubbly nacho. It just requires some real cheese, I think. Let's give it one more shot. It's fun, but they're pushing boundaries. They're being creative, and they're making interesting experimental food at very low prices. Pay $1,000 for this? Absolutely not. But would I pay 85 cents for half? Well, guess what? I already did. I found another food that is under $1. It's right behind me. There are many different food options here, but what I'm after is the dahi dokla. What is that? Well, it's right here. Look, this is the base of that dish. It's basically a graham flour cake. It's wet, cold, and kind of spongy. I taste peanuts. It really is like a sponge.